A polarizing figure during his playing days, love him or hate him, we all know that Kobe is one of the greatest and most dedicated players to ever play the sport of basketball. He was showered with cheers and jeers. He embraced fame and infamy. He was showered in love and hate. Kobe Bryant's NBA career started when he was a young and bouncy 18-year-old kid oozing with talent and the physical gifts to boot. Played for the Los Angeles Lakers his entire career, he got off to a slow start, coming off the bench in his first 2 seasons and averaging a shade under 21 minutes per game. But that didn't deter him from showing what kind of player he would become. As a young player, Kobe was a walking highlight reel, wowing the crowd with his high-flying acrobatics and jaw-dropping athleticism. Adidas saw this and made an early bet on him, signing the then 17-year-old Kobe fresh out of high school to a 6-year, $48 million shoe deal that was unprecedented at the time. The bet soon paid off, as Kobe became an all-star in just his 2nd year, despite playing off the bench. By his 3rd year, Kobe was showing signs of stardom, showcasing his all-around two-way game during the lockout-shortened season. He averaged a hair under 20 points per game, 5.3 rebounds, 3.8 assists, and 1.4 steals and 1 block a game. But overshadowed by his exciting game was the work ethic that fueled his path to greatness. By then, he still wasn't known as the maniacal, laser-focused, highly obsessed individual that he became to be known later in his career. So what made Kobe unstoppable? Kobe is the rare breed of phenom, even by NBA standards, that combined raw talent and physical gifts with a legendary work ethic. After the retirement of MJ, a lot of NBA fans and media were anointing the next crop of players as the next Michael Jordan. No one took the throne, but the closest that ever got there was Kobe Bryant himself. He wanted to be like Mike. So he talked like Mike, walked like Mike, and played like Mike. One of the few things that separated Kobe from his peers was his unquenchable thirst to be better than his opponent no matter how small the advantage is. Kobe is known to devour videos of any player and mimic their moves for hours and hours in the gym. He also wasn't shy to ask the legends for lessons and tips. Here's a quote from one of the best defensive guards to ever play. Kobe was just a little different. He didn't have no ego. He did have an ego, but I'm saying an ego in asking OGs what to do and how to become better. And when he approached me at the All-Star game and asked me how to make first team all-defense, and I sat there at center court and taught him a lot of things, and he made the first team all-defense with me that year. I said, this kid has a lot of different things in him, a different mentality. Here's another one from Michael Jordan himself. I would lay in my bed after talking to him, and I mean, that's pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know if I could have done that, where I'm bleeding information from someone. And at times, I've thought about, why am I giving away all this information that he's going to use right against me? It's almost like protecting the book of professionalism, but for whatever reason, no matter how I start the conversation, he knows the answer. It wasn't like I was telling him anything that he didn't know. I think I was more or less confirming it. Kobe was a true student of the game. Always a sponge and an eager learner, he had no pride in terms of getting better because he took pride in winning at all costs. The other thing that Kobe was known for, and the main reason he was often compared to Michael, was his fadeaway jumper. It's his signature and most iconic shot, his bread and butter. Here's another quote from MJ talking about it. The one thing that I did give him that I felt like I regretted, but then again, I appreciated, was the turnaround fadeaway. He learned my move, and he learned that to get to a point where he would use it relentlessly, especially when you know you're getting double teamed. You feel like you're in a good rhythm. I took great pride in seeing him utilize that, even though he didn't do it against me that much. But what made the fadeaway shot so effective was not the shot itself, because every player that guards him knows it's coming and yet they can't stop it. What made his shot hard to guard was the footwork that came along with it. And where did he learn that impeccable footwork, you might ask? Well, from another legend himself, Mr. Dream Shake, Hakeem Olajuwon. Here's a clip of Kobe practicing the Dream Shake with Hakeem, a center teaching a guard post moves. And here's Kobe applying those same moves in the game. If the hard work and attention to detail off the court is real, that should easily translate to NBA caliber defense, where it's all about hard work and attention to detail, and Kobe was one of the best at it too. Racking up NBA all-defensive team a total of 12 times, 9 first teams and 3 second teams. There's no rest for the weary with Kobe. He embarrasses opponents on defense and makes them work hard on offense. As dominant as Shaquille O'Neal was during their time together, Kobe more than held his own. He was as every bit the superstar next to Shaq. Every time Shaq sits down to avoid getting hack-a-shacked, it was Kobe that was bringing the Lakers home. A guy as gifted and talented as Kobe Bean Bryant working obsessively and harder than anyone else only results in one thing: greatness. So it's fitting that Kobe won 5 rings and Shaq had 4. They were both talented, but Kobe worked harder. What truly made Kobe unstoppable was not things you saw on the court, but the things you didn't see behind closed doors. It's the intangibles and respect for the game that came along with the talent, and as the famous quote said, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. But if that talent also worked hard, well then that's Kobe Bryant. A 2-time NBA scoring champion, 3-time NBA All-Defensive Second Team, 9-time NBA All-Defensive First Team, 18-time NBA All-Star, 2-time NBA All-Second Team, 11-time NBA All-First Team, 2-time All-NBA Third Team, 4-time NBA All-Star Game MVP, 1-time NBA Most Valuable Player, 2-time NBA Finals MVP, and 5-time NBA Champion. Where do you rank Kobe in the all-time list? Let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and check out other videos that we have on our channel.